Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here, a businesswithtrading.com, doing a trading strategy recap for the 31st of March, Tuesday, and today was a very interesting day. And since today is the end of month, we're going to do exactly what we did last month and talk about every single service, what we did with swing trade, with options, and with the E-mini trading room. Today in the E-mini trading room, we made 3 trades. We were 2 for 1. We made 10 points, which equates to 40 ticks. Not a bad day at all. Our first trade was a short right up here, which we did take profit on way too early. The market started to come down. We started to see a little bit of supportive action, but price did come back up and just rolled over. It is what it is. And then price started to come up a little bit, and we decided let's get short, which in hindsight was a horrible idea, but it looked good at the time. In hindsight, it would have been a better short if we would have waited up here. We could have at least taken it off. With shorting down here, we just got taken out, and prices kept moving up and up and up and up. So we just watched it all day. After getting this stop out, we were actually down on the day. So we, were just watching. And then we ended up shorting over here, and we were able to take back what we had lost. So it was just one of those days where, we definitely did expound a lot of our patience. Or at least I did anyway, since I'm the head trader. I was looking at a possible long down here, but I did not take it. I just watched things. And as it started moving up, it did look like it started getting weaker and weaker. And that's what I was really looking at. That's why I grabbed the short. And that's, one of the reasons I was, just waiting on price to move down. As it moved down, I was like, let's go and get out. And then we, did our analysis, looking at what's going to happen most likely the rest of the day, into tomorrow, and then we close up and we can do everything again tomorrow. That's what trading is all about, is being able to make your trades. You got to live with them, so you might as well be happy with them. So if you have to be patient, you have to wait on your setup. We got stopped out over here. We're down money on the day. Right here, we get stopped out. We're down on the day. But from here, we waited all the way over to here to take our next trade. Over an hour. And that's one thing that I go over all the time. Because that's my style of trading. I don't want to be in the market every single second. I don't want to be in the market every single moment that I see a possible setup. I'm like, oh, that's a possible setup, I want to get in. Or that's a full-blown setup, I want to get in. There's a big difference between those two statements. But anyway, I wanted to highlight what we did today. Now I'm going to talk about what we did this month. This month was an awesome month. And these are the stats right here. This is our featured swing trade group. I call it FSTG for short. Option service, and our E-mini trading room. I just wrote ETM just to make it simpler to write. So let's start with our swing trade group. We had one huge trade. We closed $29,387.50 in the yen. This is a trade that lasted many months. And as you can see, we made overall $32,000.70. So if we did not have that trade, that big trade, we would have still made almost $3,000 for the month. That's pretty good. If we did not have that big trade, we would have still made almost $3,000, about 27 something. Or 26 something, I think. It would be about 26 something if we did not have that big trade. I just want to point that out because you might look at this and say, yeah, you had a $29,000 trade. Look at that. But if we didn't have it, we would have still been up over $2,500. It would have been over 2650. So we had the yen trade. That was good. And we made 27 trades total for the month in our swing trade group. We had a Russell trade, 25 points there. Coffee, 3.6 points. Hard red wheat, 19 points. I know that's a funny one, but we decided to, why not? Let's trade it. We made $950 in it. Cotton, 1.10 points. The dollar, we made 17 cents. Cocoa, we made 10 points. Sugar, we lost 14 cents. Crude oil, we ended up losing 30 cents. Soybeans, we lost 8 points. And wheat, we actually lost 43 points. That was our worst. I don't know what happened with the wheat market. We had a horrible time. I had a really terrible time with it this month. I talk about all the time, you have to be responsible for your trades. You have to have patience. You have to, know when it's working, know when it's not working, and try to change things a little bit. Some of our trades this month in the swing trade group, we had the right direction. We had the right target. Our stop was too small, or our entry was not as pinpoint as it should have been. And whose fault is that? That's mine. That's, all you can do is take responsibility for your trades. That's what I'm trying to teach. So when I look at that, I can say, how can I look at this market, and how could I have better positioned myself to make money? And that's the only thing I can do. It's either that or don't even look at it at all. Because we are responsible for our trades. When we make trades, they either get hit at our stop or they get hit at our target. And I always use stops. I enter with limit orders, and that's how I roll. And I think that's how everybody should trade. Teach their own, and I'm not going to go out and tell people you have to trade like this or you're going to lose all your money. I'm not that person, and there are a plethora of ways to trade. I have a way that works for me, and I trade it. So anyway, hopefully that made a little sense, what I was talking about. Now let's go into our options service. Option service, we, definitely spent some money. We spent $23.36 basically $23.37. I don't know why I have all these decimal places. But $23.37 is what we spent on our trades. We ended up making $28.54, which is a $5.15 profit. If you want to round, I always round to the, round up and then round down. You could say $5.16, but I'm going to say $5.15. If you use these numbers that are actually shown, we made 22.1% on the money that we risked. So on the $23.37 that we spent to buy our options, we made 22.1% on that. Which I think is a phenomenal return. We made $5.15 for the month, which, if you're using one contract, that equates to $515. If you're trading with 10 contracts, you can do the math. Add a zero. 100 contracts, add a zero. And I try to stick with liquid options. If the option doesn't have much liquidity, usually that means it has a larger spread. Usually that means it's hard to get in and it's hard to get out. I don't like those options. So I try to stick with liquid options. So hopefully that makes sense. Also, in our option service, we made 15 trades. I don't have it written here. I'm not too sure why. Let me do that. 15 trades. So that's what we did in our option service. Now in our E-mini trading room, we also had a very good month. You know, in the stats under the trading performance, I always underdo these numbers. And I do that for a specific reason. You know, I don't want to have a top number because I think, you know, and I've always done it this way. The E-mini trading room performance numbers, I've always given a lower number than what we actually made in the room. You know, and I go over this all the time. It's basically the maximum profit potential. I look at that number and I look at the actual number that we did on the day, and I take the lower of the two, and that goes into the stats. You know, I want to do a lower number because I've always done it that way. I just feel that's the most fair because we are day trading. You know, in the option service, the majority actually is more like 98, 99% of the participants in the option service are getting auto traded. So that means they're getting the trade and it's getting entered for them right away. They don't even have to worry about it. It's getting exited right away. They don't have to worry about it. You know, in the future swing trade group, they're getting their orders at least 5 hours in advance. Because that's how I work. I like to enter my orders at least 5 hours in advance. Sometimes they're 2, 3, 4 days in advance. The E-mini trading room, you know, you're getting maybe a couple minutes in advance. You know, there's a big difference there. So that's why I do that. Anyway, in the room, we made 59 trades. 59 trades. We were 44 wins, or 44 successful trades, and 15 unsuccessful trades. I don't like the win-loss terminology just because it kind of makes it into a game which makes trading seem less important. It's very important. So 44 successful trades, 15 unsuccessful, which equates to a 74.6% success rate. You know, I always, you know, tell people when they ask, what is my success rate? I usually say averages out to 60 to 80%. You know, on a very good week, yeah, we've made 100%, but am I going to tell people that? No, because why would I? It doesn't make any sense because I'm not going to be 100% every single week. It's just impossible. It's not going to happen. But usually about 60 to 70%, definitely. You know, 70% is a very good area to be in. And the 60 to 80% range, I like to be in that range. So anyway, that's what we did on the month. You know, every month I'm going to start, you know, doing this end of month analysis. It's good for me and it's good for you guys. You know, I got some good reviews last month when I did it. You know, so if you guys enjoy this, let me know. You know, if you enjoy the video, share it with your friends. That way, you know, it tells me that you guys are actually enjoying this content. So I'll do more of it. You know, maybe we'll even get into quarterlies. I don't know. But, you know, I do these videos for you guys. So with that, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.